Hey, my wonderful Capricorn, as well as Chinese, your Ox, Captain Caps. Welcome to the Vibe Tribe family. It's your empathetic medium, Megan. Cardinal Earth. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Happy Memorial Day, and hope you guys had a great weekend. I did. I got to go out and got to, camp, and everything was a great time. I love to see that there's so much water flowing. Either way, I hope you guys are ready for this reading. I decided to do Celtic crosses, so I do have just like the layout over here so I remember how to do it and so we don't miss anything and I don't forget, because sometimes I get like a little bit too mashed up and all that, and I'm not potatoes, so we're not going to get mashed today. Okay, anyway, I hope you guys, are experiencing good things in your life. If not, I hope things start to become better for you, of course. We're going to be getting, I think I'll use these ones. We're going to start with tarot, obviously, because what's Celtic Cross, I feel like tarot should be started with right now. Not every single time, but right now would be the perfect time for you guys to get that tarot in. I want to see all the things we're meant to see. And since it's been a few days since I've read some tarot, I'd like to get back into the hang of things and the swift of things of tarot first, because I'm a challenging person. I like to challenge myself. I like to challenge myself. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. I go back and forth a lot. It is what it is. I'm not necessarily a consistent person when it comes to the same old same. I really don't like the same things all the time. Either way, let's see. The first thing is the situation for Capricorns today. You have the Hierophant in the reverse. So whatever your situation is, it's reversed roles, it's challenging tradition, it's rebelling. I don't know, something good though. I like rebels. Okay, so the Taurus energy, Chinese, your snake with this, number 5. We're still in May, so that's still a consistent number of 5. We will be out of May in like 2 more days, right? Yeah. Okay. So there's something to do with maybe 5th house energy. Could be Leo. The sun is what that rules. Okay. Or Chinese, your monkey. You guys could be Capricorn monkeys. You could be Capricorn snakes. Anyway. Yes, I know plenty of Capricorns and Capricorn monkeys, Capricorn snakes, Capricorn dragons. I know them all. I know a lot. Okay. Let's see. What is the challenge? You have the Justice card, maybe in that sense of where are you trying to challenge yourself and being like totally accountable in some way for the rebelling energy that you're doing in your situation, or the reverse roles, like how you're going to bring a sense of fairness to what you're trying to challenge tradition with, that kind of sense, right? Libra's energy, and also number 11. You guys could be life path number 11 or 5 as well. Something could do with November. Okay, but the 11th house, of course, is Aquarius or Chinese, your tiger, but Uranus ruled. Libra's also ruled by Venus. Something to do with those placements could be specific in this reading for you guys. Let's see what the third energy of beliefs is. Beliefs. You have the Ace of Cups in the reversal. So I kind of sense what the belief, because that's a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Cancer is your opposite sign, of course. Any water sign from the Earth signs are opposites. So I guess it does even does a challenge even the situation where your beliefs come through. The Ace of Cups is in the reverse, so it's like a sense of loneliness, right? But your beliefs have to be something to do with love or passion. And I feel like since you've been feeling lonely, maybe without a sense of passion, you've been rebelling against what other people have conditioned you to believe. Okay, because there's something that you believe more strongly than other people have taught you, and there's this not been an accurate way of people teaching you in the way that would click with you. So you've been trying to be your own teacher. You've been rebelling and challenging tradition, and taking the accountability for your actions, or you are finding a way to bring a sense of fairness, or that's the challenging part to it, that you're actually doing this out of a pure intentioned heart. There's some dark magic that has to do with this, but your vision stands strong. Gemini, Virgo, Leo, Cancer. Let's keep going though. It's number 4 is the root of the issue, Foley, right? And that's the distant past. What's the root of the issue for Capricorn? Number 4. The Queen of Swords in the reverse. It does sense to me that this root could have been that you lacked motherly love in your life. Maybe your mother wasn't around. Maybe your mother didn't have time. Maybe they were always busy. Maybe you're always with the babysitter. Maybe you're always with family instead. You're the grandma or the grandpa or the uncle or the aunt, or you're always with family somehow, or you're always with somebody else somehow because this person specifically, your mother, your energy of maternal was not there fully like you wish they would have been, That's the one huge root of the problem. There's a rebel energy due to something of not enough love or support or care, or this was just a mother that was maybe repressed in their emotions. It could have been some divorces or in and out of relationships, not knowing how to be stable. There's a lot of not very constructive ways in this situation. It wasn't a very controlled or stable environment that you were living in, that you were growing up with. So whatever your mission is that you're sensing to do, you are trying to change something and bring more love into it, more fairness and more equality, because that's where this Ace of Cups from. You believe in a passion, you believe in the caring intent, the heart of all hearts, of having pure white light shine from the inside to the out and allowing others to be hit with those rays of white light. I feel like, you have Libra energy again, so it does bringing justice to your sense in the way that you want to be able to, reverse some type of role in your life, or change something up, or prove a point in some way that it can change by you living it. Virgo's rooster as well, by the way. Cancer sheep, Scorpio's pig, Pisces is rabbit. We're in Chinese year rabbit all year. You also have number 1 coming through. It could be life path number 1. Okay. Let's see. Card number 5 is the near past. So 7 of Pentacles with your very near, it was just recent. Okay. Taurus again. So this is actually telling me that you've been building in some way. Okay. Number 7 is also 7th house Libra. So Libra's pretty strong. With that Venus, and Taurus is also ruled by Venus too. Okay. So with this specifically, you have been doing a lot of hard work. There's a lot of hard work. There's a lot of effort. There's a lot of efficiency here that you've been putting into something, and it's damn well transforming, Capricorn. Yeah, there's the light at the end of the tunnel with the 9 of Swords in the reverse, and the sense of Gemini's energy coming through. Okay, with the card number 6 is the near future. Okay, it's the near future for the Capricorns in this situation, please. Some of you also could have had developed relationships too, root of the issue, with women that were similar to the mother type that you had, and it could have crushed you. Lots of hurt energy, right? Too overly critical and judgmental, and maybe OCD, and a lot of different things that mentally would affect you. Lots of manipulation as well, With the 5 of Cups in the reversal, I do see you dumping all of this insanity, which is the crazy, traumatic things you've been healing from. You are going to release all that emotional baggage in the near future. Scorpio's energy, you are for the act of your true passion and what you truly believe in. And number 5 again, so it's that Hierophant energy is ruling in that sense, with Scorpio Taurus being the opposites of each other. Your Capricorn sun sign's pulling through, or whatever your 5th house has in it is definitely pulling through at this time. Maybe you guys have a Libra 5th house, or a Scorpio 5th house, or something like that, but you guys are pushing through something. I also feel so much healing and so much forgiveness and so much more enlightenment in some way. A fact that you may even see something in what you had done and set examples with work, and that's going to be your true ability to finally know what you have been feeling the whole time was real and right. The 10 of Wands in the reversal, so releasing of all this burden to find harmony, in the act of you're distancing yourself from the conditioning. Okay, let's see what number 7 will be, and this is the self-perception. So Capricorn, what is your perception of this? The Queen of Wands, bringing more love, bringing more cheer, bringing more joy, bringing more optimism to the plate. The total opposite of the Queen of Swords herself, right? This is you challenging what you were raised with, tradition, right? Just in the sense of that you can change it, you can make it different. You don't have to live that way. You don't have to be that way. You have more love to give maybe than your own mother did, or any of your ex-girlfriends or boyfriends or whatever it was. You have more. And you have more of this fulfilled, loving, white ray of light. I'm telling you, it even looks like a pure white energy of heart, right? The angel energy, bringing love to everybody you meet, shining your white rays towards them, because everybody deserves that love, and that's something I think you try to give people, the love that you didn't get. And I think I'm a little emotional about it, because it's damn, that's a way to see it. I've never saw it that way. Aries, Pisces with the Queen of Wands. Aries is dragon and Pisces is rabbit. Okay, You have more love to share. You have more love to give. If you're like a parent yourself now, you're giving more to your children than you ever were given. Maybe you get told that you're giving too much. Maybe you get told like you're babying them too much, or you're this or you're that. But like, really, are you? Or are you giving that child what you didn't get? You know. And then I feel like that's going to work in a lot more favors for you. The Three of Cups is coming out as the perception of others, what they see outside, the outside influences. There is love here. There's like people who actually cherish what you're trying to do, and maybe that's like, I kind of see like a household, seeing like people grow up in this household, like siblings with their parents. Their parents are never around. They're really scolding. They're really bold, like mean, or and they say mean or harsh things, or like you didn't get straight A's, so you're a stupid kid, like, or something like that. It's just really kind of a harsh environment, like not very stable, you know. Always constantly never around. They judge you. They don't even get to know you. They, you know what I'm saying? They would say something about you, and that wasn't even the truth about you, and you could hear them saying it to other people about you. You know, you can hear them talking to other people on the phone about you, and that's not even how it was. And like, you know, maybe even making up these stupid little lies to their friends, because that's what parents sometimes. I mean, I've gone through it too. So, you know, and it's like you hear that, and you're like, that's not even what happened. That's not even how it happened. Or these, you know, are they insane? Like, but they didn't get to know you, and that's the problem. Now you want to get to know your own children. Now you want to get to know the people that, you know, you care about, because you have a sense that, you know what, maybe I'm coming into these people's lives for a reason. Maybe I went through what I went through for a reason, to really open myself up to my own true ability to know how much love I actually have to give, and that even though I didn't receive any of it, I know I still have it to give. I can still not, I'm not going to take it away like I was what, like how I got it taken from me, because I don't want others to feel that way I did. That's hard. That was hard. But other people, there's some energies here with Three of Cups. There's the celebrational energy. There's social gatherings. People have been seeing the way that you show your love, the way that you allow yourself to be free, open. You know, like the spirit about you is super fragile. It's super calm. It's super like if you get hurt, you express that. You know, if somebody gets hurt around you, you allow them to express that. If somebody's happy, you allow them to express that. If you're happy, you express it. People watch you. People glow when they're around you more often than they do when they're around others. You know, this is Cancer, so this is like your opposite. So this is sometimes challenging for you to even put on a happy face to go out there and do what you do. But the thing is, it actually brings you joy too. I feel like your energy is very fertile, and what you do bring to others, they bring to others as well. They carry it with them. You know, with the kitty cat here, I feel like there's so many dreams and things and intuitive guidances that you follow, okay? And you're very mysterious. Not to mention, you kind of are this really mystical and fun, yet like, I don't know if you're gonna like me or not, but if you don't, I'd rather you like me for, you know, the real me. If you don't like me, you better like me, not like me for who I really am. You know, don't like me for some fake version that somebody's created in your mind about me, that kind of thing. That's what I'm feeling for you, okay? You have the Ace of Pentacles, solid new beginnings in this sense here too, with the outside external influences towards how you're also trying to feel. There's only a few people that have really influenced you too. Let's see, with the number 9, we have action advice. What's the action advice for the Capricorns here? The Two of Pentacles, and then these fell out. Let's see. Two of Pentacles. This is your action advice. This is you finding the balance to this whole situation. This is you achieving that nonetheless, but being resourceful with everything that you're doing. You are gaining access to new things and new awarenesses and new perceptions and new observations and new ways to look at things and different angles and different, like, you can go above, you can go below, you can go on the side, you can go from an angle, from a diagonal angle. Like, you can go sideways, you can, you know, whatever it may be. It's just like you're finding new ways to see things, and that actually helps you and gives you more flexibility, because you're more resourceful with the things that you learn. You're more swift, you're more quick. You're like Albert Einstein in the scientific area of things, and how it just comes swiftly, and the ability to just know and then not let others doubt you, because that's exactly how Albert Einstein came about, man. You know, as much as he may have gotten sucked into a lot of different bad things because of his smarts, he still was really, he was talented. He asked questions that people didn't even know how to answer, because why would you say something that you didn't even know fully? why would you teach things that you didn't even know fully, and then you can't even answer the questions that I'm curious about, because I'm actually one of those individuals that's actually curious about the way things really work, you know, and I actually get it because I'm really curious about how things actually really work too, how all these roads came to be about, you know, eventually one day, like all of a sudden everything was just up. I don't know. I mean, I know it takes time, but things like how did they, you know, do it so much faster back then? I don't know. Lots of different things you can think of when it comes to that. But I think with, you know, the way things work with you, it just comes quicker because you kind of learned it on your own. There's not really been, I mean, there's been things that you probably picked up from other people. You probably see other people work. You probably watched other people be precise about what they're doing. It's really hard to say those words together. Um, and I feel like, you know what, you are just like a very hands-on but also eyes learner. You can look at something, you're watching it be done, and almost like you immediately know how to do it after you just get the glance of it, just a glimpse of what that person is doing. It's almost like, oh wow, yeah, I can do that. And then you finally just put it together and you do it. Okay, I mean, there's something here with the Nine of Cups being in the reverse, but then the Ten of Swords is also in the reverse. Healing is very much so with the Sun on the bottom. Leo's energy, like I said, something about that fifth house, that Sun energy specifically is hitting it. Like your Capricorn energy is really being ballsy and really falling for what you need to fall for, and the likely outcome, I guess, kind of comes in these two cards. There's a lot of healing, but there's going to be a lot of devastation with the healing that you're doing, because this energy that you're leaving behind, in a sense of like who you're rebelling against, the conditioning, the outlived, you know, outdated programming and things like that, that have just been things that have been hurtful or painful or threatening, fearful, or things that have caused fear or have made fear arise inside you, or cause you to doubt yourself, or cause you to have self-sabotaging ways, or cause you to feel like you were never going to be good enough, because that's all you ever, you know, were surrounded by was people that were just negative in every single way they could be, and there was no motivation, there was no support, there was no emotional support, and you cried probably by yourself a lot of the time, and nobody really understood what was wrong, and maybe got yelled at all the time, and there was just no true understanding in a lot of different ways that I'm feeling for you. Okay. And it was hurtful, and you're massively healing. You are a survivor, you know, with the Ten of Swords in the reverse. It's a survival thing, and kind of like survival of the fittest type of thing too, because it's almost like now you could almost eat all the people that have programmed you or try to condition you into something that you definitely were not. You know, you could eat them for breakfast at this time, because it's almost like you developed so much, and it's just devastating to them, because I think a lot of people become jealous of people who actually overstep their comfort zone and go to the limits. Like they've reached those limits. Like there's no limits on what you really think, you know. And I think you guys, you know, expand people into a new fear, that they realize that there was more, that this whole time there's no way, how could I have been so fooled, how could I have been so, you know, blind to the fact that I could have done that too. Well, no, there's no way, you know, there's no possibility. If there was no possibility for me, there's no possibility for them. Like somebody, it's just not, I think it's just delusion. Okay, maybe they just think they're delusional about it. They're like thinking, well, I could have done so much more then, like, and then they don't want to think like that. They don't want to blame themselves. So what do? They make it so it's harder on other people to make it or break, you know what I'm saying? Like totally breaking cycle. I don't know. I feel like people just really get super jealous of other people really, you know, following what they really know is their dream, and really being passionate about it, like, and expressing and being exuberant, and like just like having faith in themselves. Like I'm getting like all the chills and the tingling in my crown so bad in my head, and I got chills all over my body. But I feel like this is like an epiphany moment for you guys. It's like a feeling of just, I can do it. I did it. I have done it. I've been doing it. I've been in the active, and I'm in the process of it. I'm fulfilling this, you know. And then you have Pisces and Gemini energy. What I'm seeing, anything that you ever had shattered dreams wise, you're healing this energy and you're flipping it around. Gemini season, Chinese year rabbit. Okay, I wasn't actually paying attention to that till now, but that makes the most sense. your second house energy, okay, like, so the second house is Taurus, right? And you have that Hierophant as basic situation the whole time. The second house getting you to be in your sun sign, working in that energy here, Capricorn. I don't know if you do have Capricorn in your second house specifically, which, or you could have Capricorn in your Venus or Saturn in your Venus. But this is something that you're pursuing and pushing forward to. And sorry, I don't know why I keep having those stupid little, like, if I talk too much or something, too much air. You have like this ability to manage things easier, your time, your effort, your energy, you know, the tasks you have to do, you can maintain these things easier because you just have this knowledge, this awareness, this perception, and you can do it on different angles. You can see every person in the room, you can look at everybody and know everybody's way of thinking immediately. Clearness and energy, clear mind, you feel everything instead of you see, but you feel more than you see, and the what you feel puts into perception what you are looking at. I love it for you guys. That was really great, you know, and there's a lot of happiness coming through. Summer energy is happening good for you. Let's get you some of these. What this energy is all about. The Rebel, I told you. That Hierophant, no joke. Okay, the Rebel. Oh my God. What number is that? Number 4. So the 4th house energy is Cancer, Chinese, your sheep, but this is where it's been challenging, but you're doing it. And it will be such a victory. Could also be something to do with April. You also have number 3 and 2 and 9 and 10 out here. So it could be something to do with October, March, February, or September. 3rd house, we're in Gemini's energy. That's happening, and that's where the fluid energy of people are really going to be. You're influenced by those that really feel the light that you give, okay? And you're going to notice that. The discernment of what you know and judging well and wisely is there. You're going to feel immediately when somebody's actually being true with you. Immediately you'll see and sense when somebody's not. Okay? Yeah, moment to moment. You're living life moment to moment. So don't quit. You got this, Capricorns. You also have, I made a major mistake by doing what I did to you. I deeply regret it. I need some love. Yeah, I mean, that's really what you were feeling a long time ago. And if you feel like you need it so much, you know what? You feel like giving yourself, okay, giving other people love actually gives you love yourself. Because it makes you feel good to give somebody and make somebody feel better, right? So I hope this helped. I really do. Please like, comment, or subscribe. Much love to you all. Bye.